Compliments are a hugely positive thing to give to a lady, and guys can get nervous though and worried that you are going to say the wrong thing, right? You might think to yourself, will that actually come across a little bit creepy? Well, yes, it might, and that's why it's important to learn the difference between what a creepy compliment is and a compliment that will make her blush. I cannot express enough, gentlemen, how important this is when it comes to dating. If you come across as creepy, you don't stand a chance and she will walk away. So it's important that you watch today's video fully. And today we are going to learn 7 ways to compliment a girl without being creepy. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned. In a world where dating often means creepy, cheesy chat-up lines and compliments, it's time for you to stand out from the crowd and create a lasting impression. So let's get started. What not to open with? Let's start with what you should not say when complimenting. Don't start a conversation with, "You are so pretty." Not only is it very generic and something every guy says, but it's a bit off-putting. You don't know the girl's name, she doesn't know yours, you don't know anything about each other, and the first thing you have chosen to say is a compliment about her looks. Well, you will appear very shallow. So you should start by getting to know her a little and asking her name. And as you get to know each other, you can start dropping in compliments. And yeah, that's when you can say, "You're really pretty." Be unique. Being unique and standing out from the crowd is a great way to impress a girl. It's even better when your compliments are unique and they make her smile. Don't go for the generic compliments when you first meet. Try and think outside of the box. You could compliment her on something that she specifically mentions. For example, she might mention something great that she did at work. So later on in the conversation, you could bring it up as a compliment. You could say, "Hey, I think it's really cool that you have achieved that amazing thing at work. It's very inspiring." She will be flattered that you took what she said on board and be very impressed by you. A unique compliment could also be about something she is wearing, like a colourful dress or amazing shoes. Try and make it as specific as possible to her. Keeping the compliments unique and speaking from the heart and being honest are some of the best ways to compliment a girl without being creepy. Be sincere. I can almost hear you saying, "Anna, why wouldn't I be sincere?" Well, I trust you lot, but I still have to mention it. It's important that any compliment that you hand out is sincere and very honest, because there's no point saying something if you don't really mean it. Don't just say something to fill in the gaps in a conversation or try to impress her just because, well, it's gonna do the opposite. It will come across as creepy and forced, which is gonna be a huge red flag. If you really truly like something about her, then yes, of course, mention it and compliment her. Just make sure that it's something that you really agree with. Don't focus on physical appearance. When you only compliment someone on their physical appearance, it's creepy. Sure, it's nice to mention someone's appearance, especially if they really do look nice, but don't take it too far. Make sure you compliment them on their personality and their achievements, just as much as you do about their appearance. It will show the girl that you are interested in her for more than just, well, sex. And this means that you need to get to know the girl and dig deeper than her physical appearance. That's if you really want to stand out, and obviously you do, so that you don't look creepy with your compliments. Take note of your tone. Part of sounding creepy when delivering a compliment is the tone. If your tone is creepy when you are saying a compliment, the other person hears it as something creepy. So when you deliver a compliment, maintain eye contact so that it looks sincere. When the words come out of your mouth, make sure they are in the same tone that you would normally use. If you are in a very sexy environment, then yes, you can lower the tone a little bit. If you are just in a normal environment like a pub or a bar, give the compliment in your normal voice. Why? Well, because giving the compliment in your usual tone of voice makes it sound definitely true. This means you are not trying to be creepy. You are trying to just show the person you are honest about how you feel. If you were suddenly to make your voice very high-pitched or very low, it sounds that you are trying to really put it on and that you are lying, which is not what you want. So to avoid being creepy, keep an eye on the tone of your voice. Don't focus on the outcome and do not seek validation. Sometimes everything works out the way we want it to be. You meet a girl, she's attracted, she loves your compliments, and eventually you find yourself in a happy, healthy relationship. It's the dream, isn't it, guys? Sometimes, though, things don't work out like this. It's important to not focus on the outcome of your compliment. For example, don't think because you have said her hair looks nice that she's immediately going to want to go home with you, or that because you complimented her personality, she will suddenly want to be your girlfriend. I mean, she might, don't get me wrong, but also she might not. And that is why it's very important not to get attached to the ideal outcome that you have in your mind. It can make you seem fake, creepy, and at the end of the day, you look desperate and you will feel disappointed. Instead, tell yourself whatever will be, will be. And if it doesn't work out, you deserve much better. You deserve someone who would cherish you for you and love you for the person that you are. So don't dwell, simply move on. The next part to this is to not seek validation. We often seek validation in relationships and at work as well. We want something in return for what we've given, and the same goes for compliments, but I would really recommend that you don't wait for validation. The girl may reply, "Oh, how nice of you," or "Wow, you are really thoughtful." She might also just smile at you or even laugh. Don't set out to gain something from giving a compliment. Just say it because it's true, and it will make you look sincere instead of creepy. Do not turn off your sexuality. It's important to not turn off your sexuality. Often when we think of the word creepy, we think of sex, and it shouldn't be this way. Now, I'm not going to tell you to give her sexual compliments or make sexual advances. This would be very creepy, especially if you have just met her for the first time. What I'm saying here is to embrace your sexuality and admit to yourself that you like her and you are attracted to her. If you were to switch off this part of yourself, any compliments would come across as stiff and calculated, which is creepy. So let yourself feel these feelings and acknowledge that you are attracted to her. Guys, it's exciting. Use this to flirt with her. And once you know each other a little bit better, you can make the flirting compliments. And after you have slept together, it is then okay to pay her some sexual compliments. Just don't do it before. Basically, guys, read the room here, but don't turn off your sexuality completely. It brings a level of spice to the situation without making it creepy. So guys, you might want to rewatch this video, and whenever you are going on a date with a new girl, you might want to backtrack a couple of the points. And if so, that's great. It's going to help you stay on track and so that you can really impress her. Good luck. If you think I missed something from today's video, let me know down in the comments. Give me a huge thumbs up and consider subscribing to make my day. But if you want to get your name rolling up next to my face, like these amazing people's names here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar below to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day. See you soon.